Good morning children, welcome to class 4 social studies. Previous class we have learned chapter 4 the earth, its movements and forms. In this two movements of the earth, the rotation and revolution and the difference between rotation and revolution, then four domains of the earth, then major landforms on the earth, then continents and oceans that we have learned. Okay, do you remember what we have learned in the previous class? What are continents? Continents are the huge landmass. Huge means very large land on the earth are called continents. There are 7 continents in the world. They are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe and Australia. The largest continent is Asia and the smallest continent is Australia. Okay, like that 5 major oceans are also there. They are the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Southern Ocean and Arctic Ocean. The largest ocean is the Pacific Ocean and the smallest is the Arctic Ocean. Okay, next we are going to learn is the water bodies. So that we have already learned from the previous years the water bodies, main water areas. We know that 3/4 of our earth is covered with water and 1/4 is land. So we can see the water in different areas like ponds, oceans, seas, lakes, rivers, etc. No, all these are the different water bodies. So now we will learn the different water bodies and their characteristics. Okay, all of you take out your page number 32. Oceans. The first main water body is the ocean. Ocean, all of you know what is ocean. Samudra, you call in Hindi Samudra. No. So oceans. Oceans are, we know, very large and deep water bodies. Very large and deep. There are five major oceans in the world. They are the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Southern Ocean and Arctic Ocean. Okay, which is the largest ocean? The largest ocean in the world is the Pacific Ocean. Okay, and which is smallest ocean? Arctic Ocean. Arctic Ocean is the smallest ocean. Then various plants and animals survive in the bottom of the oceans. They provide us rich source of minerals and serve as a source of transportation. So different type of plants and animals, all these live in this bottom. Bottom means below. Okay, bottom part of this ocean, and they provide us rich source of minerals, then food. Then these oceans are also a source of transportation also. What is transportation? We travel from one place to another place, and it is a means of transportation, this ocean. Okay, so ships and boats, they sail through this ocean now. So these are all about oceans. Then next is seas. What are seas? Seas also, we know, seas are big water bodies but smaller than the oceans. Seas are also big water body but they are smaller than the oceans and partially closed by the land mass. And we can see it is closed by the land mass. It is also very big but smaller than the oceans. Some of the important seas are Red Sea, Black Sea, Caribbean Sea and Mediterranean Sea. So which are the important seas? Red Sea, Black Sea, Caribbean Sea and Mediterranean Sea are the important seas. Okay, the largest sea is present in South China. The sea is a rich source of food and helps us in transportation. Like the ocean, sea is also a means of transportation and it gives rich source of food. That means seafood, fish and other things. No, all this it gives food. Then what are seas? Seas are big water bodies but they are smaller than the oceans and usually they are closed by the land mass. And so many seas are there: Red Sea, Black Sea, Caribbean Sea, Mediterranean Sea, Arabian Sea. Okay, all these are the seas, examples of seas. The largest sea is present in South China. Which is the largest sea? South China Sea. Okay, next the lakes. Lake. What are lakes? Lake is also a water body surrounded by land form all side. Lake is a water body but they are surrounded by a land form all side. Lakes are of two types: freshwater lake and salty water lake. Which are the two types of lakes? Freshwater lake and salty water. Fresh water and salty water, namak water. Okay, so salty water lake is also there. Then some famous lakes of the world are Lake Superior, Caspian Sea, Lake Victoria and Dal Lake. Which are the famous lakes of the world? Lake Superior, Caspian Sea, Lake Victoria and Dal Lake. They are the famous lakes of the world. Okay. So learn this names. Okay, famous lakes. Then next, river. Rivers are also large stream of fresh water body. Large, but they are very thin. So large stream of fresh water body that flow over the land and originates from the mountains. So we know that all the rivers that originate from the top of the mountains. Okay, and they start of the river is called as source. So from where the river is start, that place is called source, and where it ends in the sea or ocean. So where it ends, that is called the mouth of a river. So source of a river and mouth of a river. So what is a source? The starting point of a river is called a source and the ending point of the river is called a mouth. Okay. Then river is very useful for us. They are very useful for us because there were many civilizations formed on the banks of the river. So Egyptian civilization, Indus Valley civilization, okay, that you have already learned, Indus Valley civilization. So this civilization started on the banks of the Indus Valley civilization started on the banks of the river Indus, and all the civilization, Egyptian civilization, Mesopotamian civilization, Chinese civilization, all the civilizations started on the banks of the rivers. Then the soil of the river is always fertile and the water serves the source of drinking water, and we can see the river water as a drinking, we can use the river water as drinking water. That means we drink the water from river Ganga. Like that, the soil near the river is also fertile. Fertile means that soil is very good for the cultivation of plants, okay, crops. So these are the different water bodies. Which are the different water bodies? Oceans, seas, lakes and rivers. Okay. Then next is a type of maps. Type and elements of a map. Map, we know what are maps. Maps are the two-dimensional representation of the whole or part of geographical areas of the earth. So we see the miniature of the earth through globe. Okay. With the help of a globe. So we can see that globe is a small model of the earth, but we cannot see all the places detailedly on a globe. So a map, if we draw the picture of our earth on a flat sheet, it is called a map. Okay, so what is map? Map is the geographical representation, pictorial representation of earth. What is map? Map is the pictorial representation of earth. Okay, and maps are useful for learning about components of the earth. It helps us to locate various things such as mountains, places, plains, valleys and other water bodies. So in the map we can see all the places of the earth, and separate map will be available. A particular place map will be available, world map is there, and a particular country's map is there, particular localities map is there, and all the geographical conditions like mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys, other water bodies, all these things are shown on a map. Then particular themes map is also available, rainfall map, forest map, mineral map, industries map. Okay, so next we are going to learn the types of map. Which are the different types of maps? Physical map, political map are the two types of map. What is physical map? Physical map shows the physical features which are mountains, plains, plateaus, rivers, lakes and oceans. Okay, physical means body. That means India's body, or a country or an area's body shows. Body, we know that full bodies, mountain is there, an area, then plain areas there, plateaus are there, rivers are there, lakes are there, oceans. So our country's physical map, India's physical map means India's full body is shown. That means India's full body, we know that mountains are there, plateaus are there, plain areas are there, rivers are there, lakes are there, oceans are there. So physical map shows the physical features which are mountains, plains, plateaus, rivers, lakes and oceans. So what is physical map? A map shows the physical features of an area, that is called physical map. Okay. Then what is political map? This map shows the political boundaries of the different countries. That means state and its boundaries. State, its capital and its boundaries of an area. Okay. So India's political map means the 28 states and its capitals and its boundaries. All these are shown in the political map. Understood all of you the difference between physical map and political map? So what is physical map? Physical map shows the physical features of an area such as mountains, plains, plateaus, rivers, lakes and oceans. Then what is political map? Political map shows the political boundaries. That means the states and their capitals and their boundaries are shown on the political map. Understood this all of you? Then elements of map we will learn in the next class. Okay. So till here all of you read this chapter. Then the next Zoom class I will ask questions. Okay. Bye.